By the way, so I've got somebody who's sending me conditional, who's willing to send me conditional stat ones.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what that amounts to. Interesting.
Oh. Because they're going to be using that, so that's why I don't.
For a while.
I know for a while. Not now. That's why I'm not getting it, because I don't have money to get it. But that's why I'm not interested. But what I'm thinking is, this stat one knockout, you may want to check do they have PDCs?
Sure. Usually, definitely, it's from.
Because we have old stat one, right? Or gone?
I thought we got rid of that one.
I think we last.
We did completely?
That one, I think so.
Okay, then it's gone.
Who wants to say something about Hao Li? You know, something about Hao Li's character.
Oh, okay. That's going to be.
You know,
What can we say?
about his enthusiasm, high level enthusiasm.
He's giddy.
You know, something general.
He's giddy like Chandler.
Who are the two? You know, you two know Hao Li, right? We don't know your opinion of Hao Li. What do you think?
You can start first. Yeah, have you introduced her to others?
Right, we don't even.
Okay. That's my girlfriend.
You're Hao Li's girlfriend? You have a girlfriend? Hao Li, we didn't even know you had a girlfriend. Okay, what do you think of Hao Li?
Good guy.
But what about his enthusiasm?
Hardworking.
How about his driving? Does he drive safely? Because I keep thinking he's going to start to drive down the road and think of something, and all of a sudden forget where he's going or something.
All good.
Does that remind you of?
He'll try to go to 3 places at the same time. You know, and
Does it remind you a little bit of yourself?
yeah, a little bit.
Did you also learn your driving from your mentor?
No.
Okay. Who else wants to say something? Wei-Chen, can you say something about Hao Li? What do you think? Is he pretty organized? How about his figures? Well labeled?
I have to only say good thing about him now because his girlfriend's here.
Okay. Junli, what do you? Okay.
Hao Li is surprisingly when we go out, Hao Li's kind of like so mature. He really takes care.
Why do you say that's surprising?
So when we are outside, not in the lab, he active. He tried to protect lab members. I noticed that. So that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like who? What example do you have? When did that happen?
Don't throw anybody under the bus.
Like he will watch make sure everybody's here, everybody's together, things are going well. That's kind of want to be sure. Yeah.
What about Chi-Wu? Chi-Wu, you sit right next to Hao Li now. Is he a good person to sit next to?
Yeah.
Quiet?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No.
I don't think he's quiet.
Quiet. Yeah.
Quiet?
So even except
That is not really the description I would ever give.
we do not talk
Oh, sorry.
so many times, right? Even yeah.
Just quietly studying and thinking, right?
He's writing paper.
Right. Okay, Hao Li, what do you think? What about your graduation? Are you very happy? Did you expect it to be so, so easy? I don't know whether it's easy, but
The most important part was not graduation. How to push papers out and get papers accepted. That's the most challenging part.
Right. Well, that's where Chandra came in.
So I have to say how one of the thing about you, which is great, is you have wonderful ideas.
Thanks.
You also think very deeply of them. So one of your biggest challenges as you go along is how to parse your ideas. And as you go along, that is exactly where you can turn around and put them in various segments for initially working it out, and then put them all together when you're writing it out. But that's going to be one of your biggest challenges. The second big challenge you're going to have is how you're going to talk slowly. So if you can solve these two challenges, which for most people is the easy part of the problem, because the hard part of the problem is coming with ideas and thoughts and in-depth understanding, which you have it. You solve those easy part of it, the sky's the limit. So you solve the easy problems.
If you want, I can't see anything that nice to me.
You kind of similar. I mean, you also.
Wouldn't you agree with me, Chen? That was the easy part, right?
Right, he's got the,
Now, slow down, put things together, before you piece it has to be itself. You just move too fast. Before you realize how to put it together, you already jumped ahead of time. But you haven't solved the deep down question yet, but you're jumping to
So, I mean, we just talked about Stat 1, and you only jump from PDC to the MZMs. And we haven't yet solved the PDC story yet.
no, wait, I thought we were saying good things about Howley here.
We are saying good things. But what we are
All
saying
of a
is-
sudden, it's
okay,
turned,
okay,
it's
let me
turned
tell
it.
you- Okay, let me tell you why it's good, okay? So have you heard of the famous Indian mathematician named Ramanujam? So this guy was a mathematician who in the early first half of the 1900s, he died very young. He died in his early 30s when he was and he died of malnutrition. And let me tell you why he died of malnutrition. Because he went off to England to work in Cambridge to solve mathematical problems. I mean, to help someone else solve his mathematical what proposals he has made. So Hardy in Cambridge could not understand what he had written in mathematical questions. So called this guy who had not finished college to come over to England and basically was trying to figure out what did he write over there. He knew something was right about it, but he didn't understand it. So Hardy finally realized the problem with this Ramanujam was all the levels up to a certain level he actually done in his mind. And then he started at a certain level and going up from there. So Hardy had to figure out what is the early levels, and then he finally solved it. And even until recently, people have discovered his papers, and a lot of PhDs have been awarded just for people who solved these problems. And he himself did never finish college. There's an article in Science about him many years ago. But the reason he died of malnutrition because he was a vegetarian, and when he went to England, his wife didn't go with him, so nobody was there to cook. So he basically didn't eat. So he basically almost starved himself to death. He died at the age of 34 or something. But he did so much within 34 years that it was incredible.
So you're saying Howley's,
So Harley is like one of those people who moves so fast, ahead, jumps the place. I mean, obviously he did impressive. That guy was very good. So that's a good part of him. So slow down, and then you got fantastic things ahead of you. So,
All
of
right.
course, not everybody's as much of a genius as Ramanujam, but it just tells you slowing down. So talking about being good about it, not really bad part of Howard here.
right, right.
Just
Let's keep this on a positive tone.
It is positive.
No.